South Africa has awakened to a hurricane of rumors that have soon brewed up into a national panic. On social media, news platforms, and political holds, there is one story that fills every discussion. President Sir Ramaphosa is supposedly wanted by dangerous and influential people within the country. While unsubstantiated, such allegations have gone viral, prompting serious questions as to whether the country's leadership is in jeopardy, not from abroad, but from shadowy networks within the nation that reach across politics, commerce, and organized crime. The sensational allegation emerged last night when a provocative political blogger wrote that senior officials in state security institutions had covertly disclosed that President Ramaphosa's security is no longer assured. Within hours, the post was going viral, being picked up by oppositional platforms and passed on through WhatsApp groups like Chain Reaction. The central charge was chilling, that Ramaphosa had outraged powerful underworld networks from corrupt business cartels to political opponents with deep roots in criminal syndicates. These forces, the rumors now claim, not only turned on him but put him on a watch list, an ominous sign that now the president himself could be the target. Parliament's corridors soon became charged with electricity. Opposition party members jumped on the rumors seeking explanations and accountability. Economic freedom fighters MPs accused the ANC of lying to South Africans, while the Democratic Alliance, DA, requested an urgent security briefing to assess if the president was indeed in peril. "We cannot have a president moving around under the threat of gangsters and criminal networks," one MP bellowed during a heated debate. Another opposition politician contributed somberly, "If Ramaphosa has been targeted by dangerous individuals, then by implication, every South African is vulnerable." The ANC benches were said to be sitting in shock silence. Witnesses said that a number of top members were openly shaken, while others looked about in anxiety, not knowing how to react to a rumor already fanning countrywide fear. Sources within Latuli House indicate that even Ramaphosa's closest friends are deeply divided. Some among his inner circle think that the tale is a stage-managed smear campaign intended to discredit him prior to critical internal political struggles. Others, nonetheless, dread that the rumors might have alarming kernels of reality. "It's simple to brush this off as social networking rumor," one ANC tactician was cited, but when high-level intelligence officers begin to murmur about security issues, it's challenging to dismiss. Though there has been no tangible evidence thus far, speculation has gone into overdrive. Political analysts raise Ramaphosa's historic relationships with the mining industry prior to his ascension to the presidency as a potential reason, with his former adversaries from those stormy days rumored to continue nursing grudges. Others contend that persistent corruption scandals within the ANC, most notably the notorious Farmgate affair, have broken his power and encouraged clandestine networks to become more brazen. There are even suggestions that foreign intelligence services have quietly warned South African authorities of credible threats to the president's life, though, as with all aspects of this story, these claims remain unverified. Security experts have called for restraint, warning that even if the rumors are unfounded, their psychological effect on the public might be devastating. If a sitting president is the subject of a rumor that he is being sought, you establish a climate of calm, which this is not. South Africa is already tense. "Such a rumor adds gasoline to the flames," said a retired intelligence officer with experience in state security work. Through the country's cities, Johannesburg's crowded taxi ranks, Durban's seafront taverns, and Cape Town's street markets, one subject grips conversation: is the president safe? Social media is a battleground of rumor and speculation. #wanted, #Ramaphosa danger, #presidential threat topped the trends across platforms, with users split between skepticism and worry. Some worry about the president's health, calling on authorities to consider the issue seriously. Others ridicule the situation, referring to it as evidence of a losing government and a failing state. For ordinary citizens, however, the tale goes far wider than Ramaphosa himself. It represents a deeper skepticism regarding the country's precarious nature. As crime statistics skyrocket, Corruption scandals pile up, and frequent power cuts disrupt everyday life. Confidence in leadership has plunged to all-time lows. The realization that their president may now be targeted by strong domestic elements is a perceived acknowledgement that the system is being brought down from within. The presidency has so far said nothing. Ramaphosa has not confronted the allegations head-on, and his spokesman called them a political mischief intended to divert the public's attention away from the government's continued reform program. But those in opposition say that silence fuels suspicion all the more. The president needs to speak to the people, not cower behind scripted remarks, bellowed an opposition leader. If these are falsehoods, simply say so. If there is truth in them, come clean. The country needs honesty, not evasion. Within the ANC, tensions are said to be explosive. Some insiders have disclosed that high-ranking members fear the rumors have the potential to cause an irreparable division within the party. Some even speculate that political factions within the ANC might have intentionally planted the rumor as part of a strategic move to weaken Ramaphosa's grip before the leadership conventions. This has nothing to do with criminals, said one longtime party member in an interview with reporters. It's politics, fatal politics. Ramaphosa has enemies within the ANC, and they won't hesitate. There are dangerous people in this country who work at the top, in business, in politics, and in the underworld. Nothing is impossible. At the same time, police agencies would neither confirm nor rule out any particular threats to the president. Still, it has been reported that his security has been quietly beefed up. Presidential motorcades have moved with greater protection, and sources say his routes of travel have been changed at the last minute in recent weeks, small but significant indications that authorities may be leaving nothing to chance. Journalists have started questioning the presidency for clarification, calling for openness regarding whether the nation's leader is indeed under threat, or if South Africa has once more become the target of an orchestrated disinformation campaign. Only continued speculation has been generated by the absence of a clear word from Ramaphosa himself. According to political analysts, each passing day of silence potentially undermines public trust not just in his leadership but in the stability of the government altogether. Outside of politics, the tale has captivated the popular imagination. Radio talk shows feature entire programs devoted to callers arguing over who is behind the supposed plot. Conspiracy theories are proliferating, with some suggesting connections to foreign business interests, others to rogue elements within the state security establishment. In this uncertainty, one fact remains: the very uncertainty itself has become a tool destabilizing the country's already volatile political landscape.